Hey everyone, thanks to Teslanomics Live, the weekly show where I break down the latest Tesla news for you, give you my thoughts and take on it, and any other updates about the channel and those kind of things, as well as answer your questions. I'm Ben Sullins, and I'll be your guide here as we go through this. If you have questions or anything, please hold on to them till the end. There is the super chat feature enabled. You can use that little dollar sign there and donate a couple bucks, and that'll get your comment or question highlighted. So we'll figure that out at the end. But right now I'm going to run through all the fun stuff I have to share with you today. We do have the stock ticker going on down over here, so you can see real time what's happening with Tesla stock. Who knows if this has any correlation or causation on it, but hey, it'll be fun anyways. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the Model 3 delivery estimator that I released just recently. So I've got a lot of feedback on this, a lot of questions. Thank you for everyone that is suggesting improvements. I do have some enhancements that I want to make to it, namely the model that I'm using to figure out how many cars are going to be delivered when. I'd like to update that a little bit, as well as there are some locations here that are missing, so I want to add those. Those actually should be pretty easy because it's mostly about shipping time and that kind of thing. But if you're unfamiliar and you're curious about this, what this is an algorithm and a tool that parses through a fair bit of data, I think 6 different data sets in total, to help you understand when you're going to get your Model 3. Now, I worked with Troy from Tesla Motors Club, who has a Google Sheet that does this as well. And my version here is just a web-based version that has a really nice printout, but it lacks a lot in detail because the goal is to get this to as many people as possible. And not everyone, I don't think, is going to want all that detail. So if you do want that, I'll put the link in the description for this video, as well as my other video where I go into detail about how this works. You can go check it out there using that link. So the way it works, you enter your date and time of when you reserved it. The first day and time you can do that is March 31st. I put in 8 p.m. because that's, I think, when I reserved. I forget exactly when. I am a current Tesla owner. And then which level do you want? I want the just base model. I don't need dual motor or performance or any of those things. And then I can, get the 75, which will be the fastest one anyways. So once you do that, you choose your location, and this is where I need to add in some other locations on here. For example, Alaska is missing, Hawaii is missing in the US, but most of the other ones, Mexico is missing. So anyways, I'll add those in. This helps with things like, depending on where you are, it's going to tell me when Tesla may start production, and then also shipping time or anything like that, right? Obviously, it takes a long time to ship it over to China if you're in China. So then you click Tell Me When, and you can see so far almost 60,000 people have done this. You can ignore my little pop-up here, and then you get your estimate. So the estimate is something that I made that could be printed. I wanted it to be something, and if I had a better printer, I would show you a better version, but you can see mine here. I got one of those cheap laser printers that just does black and white, so sorry. But you can click on this then and get a full screen version, which is a ginormous resolution. That's why it takes a second to load. In fact, if you zoom in, and this should be really nice for you to print. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only, so please take that into consideration. And as I mentioned, in fact, I have a link right here to the Tesla Motors Club forum where Troy breaks down what he did. And so you can go dig that if you want to get in like really deep into the details of it. For most people, I thought this would probably be enough, so this is as far as I took it. And then down here, you can see that there's the video where you can see exactly what's going on. But I'm guessing most of you have already seen that. So this week, some of the funny stuff is for me to talk about a major advancement from Stanford University and wireless charging technology. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me ask about the shirt. So tell me what you guys think about this, by the way. I'm trying to make shirts. I promised them a while ago, but everyone I've got really sucked. And I don't want to, promote something and sell something that sucks that I don't like. So the shirt says, "Free the data." And on the back, it has the logo. So tell me what you think of the design. this manufacturer, like the others, unfortunately isn't up to the quality that I would like. So, you know, hey, let me know what you think about the design, and I'll find somebody soon. I have some other friends that have been trying to guide me. So anyways, that'll be coming soon on the website. Get on the email list at teslanomics.co if you're not already on it. So that way when the t-shirts do become available, you can go get one. And really, I want to make them fun for you. I don't want them just to be an ad for my channel and stuff. I mean, as cool as that is, I want them to be more subtly an ad for the channel and more just you know, community type focus thing where, you know, you're proud to wear it because it's something that you identify with. And so that's what I'm trying to work on. Okay, so Stanford here did something where they were able to develop this wireless charging technology. And what it is you can see in the video here, and the link will be down in the description for this. They were able to basically build these two objects that can move and transfer energy wirelessly between them. And the big advancement is that they were able to do it without losing any power at all while it's moving. So point-to-point has been done before, but point-to-point while moving is something that, that they haven't really achieved very well. So you can see exactly what's going on with that here. Now, they talk about this could be used for like charging your car as you're driving, which I think is an incredible technology. Not only because you need to be convenient, but also it's like Super Mario Brothers or Excitebike if you're an 80s kid like me and you remember that. You know, where you run over the little arrows, the little chevrons in the thing and it gives you power. That's really happening. This is a real thing. So anyways, I think that's super awesome. Go check this video out. I normally don't talk about advancements like this because so many times they never actually pan out, but this one was just too cool to pass up. So that's kind of a fun one for you to go check out. Okay, the next thing is about the Tesla Model S that went 560 miles, over 900 kilometers on a single charge. I'll read you a little bit here from the article. Steven Peters had a dream for his Tesla Model S P100D to break the world record for longest trip in an electric vehicle on a single charge. The previous record, depending on how it's viewed, was held by early Model S adopter and YouTuber Bjorn Nyland. Go check him out. Really cool stuff that he posts as well. When his P85D made it 452 miles on just one charge. The other record, arguably more impressive because the driver, Casey Spencer, managed to drive his Model S 85D 26 plus hours continuously and at a snail's pace without restroom breaks. Registered 550.3 miles. Now, okay, do we know whether or not if we know whether he stopped to go to the restroom is one thing. The other question is, did he use the restroom though? Because there are ways, you've done it, I know, road trips, you know, but I'm just curious. So we'll find out more on that later, I'm sure. So anyways, so he beat Bjorn's record by over 100 miles. Admittedly, Spencer noted that there was a downhill segment of the record-setting journey, which may believed to be an unfair advantage. So this is pretty cool. I just love this idea that the car is going that far. And I do have a prediction for you a little bit on this coming up in a second here. So now what we have going on is this sad story about the Tesla driver in Florida that had a fatal car crash. Now, Joshua Brown was killed last year while using the autopilot on his Model S. New report came out saying that he received several visual and audio warnings to take control of the vehicle before he was killed, according to a report from the National Transportation Safety Board. Despite the warnings, Brown kept his hands off the wheel before colliding with the truck on a Florida highway. The new details of the crash revealed is more than 500 pages. The new details of the crash were revealed in more than 500 pages of records collected as part of their ongoing investigation into the incident. The report said that autopilot mode remained on during most of his trip, and it gave him to a visual warning seven separate times that said hands required detected. So this was going to happen eventually. somebody will die from the first fully autonomous car in sometime in the future. This will always happen, right? As new technologies, especially ones like this that have that potential, things will happen. It sucks that it happened in a way here that it could have been prevented. And I know Tesla made some changes after this as a fact. So. The new report comes out and it's sad. I mean, I don't care, blame the guy or not. The fact that somebody died really sucks. But the fact that it could have been prevented is a bit more bittersweet. So anyways, on to some more interesting, fun news. I went to VidCon. If you don't know what VidCon is a YouTube conference for teens and tweens primarily. That's what I learned. And it's all the YouTubers. There's Casey Neistat was there. Philip DeFranco was there, one of my favorites. A lot of other folks were there. David Dobrik, Liza Koshy, and a few others. So I want to just kind of recap this for you. I'm not going to do a video on it. I don't do videos about YouTube, but I just thought I wanted to share this experience with you. And part of it, you'll realize how much this was designed for teens and tweens. Mostly tweens, we'll say that. So here you have the Ferris wheel outside. Me and my good friend John Sonmez, who's also a YouTuber, the guy that had the shirt off in the video that you guys absolutely hated, who actually has a great channel. Go check him out at Simple Programmer. And this was his birthday, so he never drinks. So I got him to drink some scotch with me. And this was about the only place, this bar area at the Hilton right there, was about the only place where we could find people over, I don't know, say 16 or 18. So we ended up hanging out there quite a bit. We did make some good friends. And I met some good people in the industry that are going to help me actually do some more stuff with my channel. They had an Instagram booth. The Tonight Show was there. It was kind of cool. There's me and at the VidCon thing. It's at the Anaheim Convention Center, or was at the Anaheim Convention Center. It was massive and crazy. They had all kinds of crazy stuff, but yeah, it was totally geared towards kids. This was a fun one. My buddy John almost broke the record there of this little game, and you can see the amount of camera equipment that kids have nowadays just blows me away. Here's a shot of the outside kind of main plaza area. There's the ball pit from Awesomeness TV. This was kind of like the Awesomeness TV thing. Then you can see in the background there Liza Koshy and a few other YouTubers on a new show. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff, right? Like I didn't know what to expect at all. I did meet some cool people, but definitely it was geared towards a much younger generation. I did want to go get slimed in this thing, but I didn't bring a change of clothes. This was the last day when I was heading out. But yeah, Sweet Tarts and Gushers. I mean, just Hot Wheels, just kiddie stuff. Not at all what I was hoping for, but I had no expectations about any of it. So there you go. That was VidCon. It was cool. I'll probably go back. I learned that the industry passes are the thing to do. But if you are a big YouTube fan and you've never been, there are community channels. And so you can go there and see YouTubers and hang out with them and do all kinds of fun stuff like that. And if, next year I go and you guys are still following me, then, hey, hit me up. Yeah, it'd be fun to do a little panel. Maybe we can get some of the other Tesla YouTubers to join us. So then on the way back, I took a Tesloop, and I did a live video about this the other day. Sincere apologies about it being portrait mode. Apparently, the way the app works is once you start doing your live stream from your phone, you can't switch it. And so I just held it up, clicked it, and then I was stuck in it. So sorry. But, learn my lesson. I'll do it better next time. This was my first time in a Model X. Actually riding in a Model X. I've seen them and been in them, but never really ridden in one. And this was a brand new 90D. Her name is Ruby. They give you, so Tesloop, if you don't know what it is kind of cool. It's a ride sharing service where you have a pilot, so you have a driver, and they take you from point to point in Southern California. So you can go from LA to Vegas, LA to Palm Springs, or LA to San Diego. And I'm hoping they'll open up the LA to Santa Barbara route or the San Diego to Santa Barbara route because I have work up there sometimes. So anyways, super cool. Yeah, this was a 90D. Her name was Ruby, brand new. Super impressed by the Model X. They have free Wi-Fi in there and free snacks, which is really awesome. I'm not getting paid at all to say this, by the way. I just wanted to share this with you. I was trying to get shots of all the buttons for Kim from Like Tesla. I know they have a Model X, and they're always curious to see these little details. And this being brand new, I thought that'd be kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, if you're in the Southern California area and you and you want or need a ride from LA to San Diego kind of thing, and then this is actually a really cool option. I think it cost me just about $60 to get from there from LA to San Diego, which isn't really bad. And and I had a driver and snacks, and I sat in the front because I think it'd be weird. But I could sit in the back and have Wi-Fi and use all those kind of things. So that was kind of my experience with Tesloop, which I just wanted to share with you guys. Now we're on to my short of the week. So if you're new to the show, what we do is I borrow terms from the economy and I use them to describe Tesla-related stuff. So the short is the thing I'm betting against, the thing I don't like. The long is the thing I'm betting on. So we've now come to my short for the week. And that is Tesla is said to be in talks with labels about launching their own music streaming service. Now, you may be wondering, hey, that sounds awesome. Why would I want that? Or what's the problem here? Well, currently in the US, Tesla owners like myself have Slacker Radio. It's funny in this article by Teslarati that they talk about it being awesome. I hate it. It totally sucks, I think. And I know I can do Bluetooth to my phone, but it'd be nice just to have the car already have Spotify, which I know you guys have in Europe, and I'm super jealous. I'm coming for you, and I'm just going to drive around all day listening to my Spotify stuff. Anyways, I think this is a bad move. One, because it doesn't fit really. I do like the idea of having SaaS businesses or SaaS product lines, but I don't think music is it. Just some questions. Why do it? There's really not much money in it unless you have billions and billions of users or songs being played. So Spotify and Pandora and these other guys aren't really making a ton of money on this. And who wants another music streaming service? I don't need one. There's Apple Music, there's iTunes where, a lot of people have spent a lot of money already. Then you have, Spotify and Pandora, and it just seems ridiculous to me that they would actually be going after this. Then I just wonder if I'm going to pay for this, and I have another thing, is it going to be on my phone too? Or am I going to have multiple ones? It just seems it's a crowded market that is already being extremely well served, so I don't see the fit here at all. I would 1,000 times over rather be able to log into my Spotify account and my Pandora account and maybe Google Music or Apple Music, whatever. You just integrate the ones that already exist that are popular, not like Slacker Radio. And sorry, guys, I know you're in San Diego, and I have people friends that used to work there. But I'm just saying, maybe support all of them, right? But do your own seems like a distraction, and so I'm short on this because I don't see it adding much to the bottom line, and I see it not being very good. I mean, to build this, like in case you're unaware, Pandora is the king of music streaming, and they are because they have these algorithms that classify 400 different attributes about every single song. They also have professional musicians listening to the songs, classifying them, and checking the algorithm's work to make sure that the algorithm is doing it right and it's getting it better. That's why when you throw on a Pandora station, it's generally going to be good, right? It's going to be every now and then you get a song, you're like, oh, what's that? And you thumbs down it. That's intentional. They want to feed you those songs that are kind of out there to see which direction you want to go. And they've been doing this with something like 200 million users. So they're far and away the best at this. And I don't see Tesla even wanting to compete. Why do it? It doesn't make any sense to me. So there's my rant about the Tesla music streaming service. I hope to not ever see it in my car. There you go. So now a bit more of an uplifting story, my long for the week. And this is that the new Model 3 photos are showing a 300+ mile range. And I'm super excited because I called it. But also, I just love the fact that it's actually going to go that far. Now, let me just read you a little bit about this. And of course, the link to the article is down there as well. So the tech apparently was cool. Okay, two things first. Sorry. Great photos, tons of really good stuff you can see here, different sensors, a new non-all glass roof, or maybe that's not new, and then, you know, the shot here of the actual charging setup. So the tech was cool with it, and I'm a little bummed because I and many other folks recently went up to Fremont and had this VIP viewing, which basically was just the alpha model, and we had to stand, you know, 10, 15 feet away from it, couldn't take photos, couldn't do anything. In fact, I know people that came to that were really pissed because they're like, I flew all the way out here from Germany just to see the Model 3, and this is bogus. I don't get to get inside it. I don't get to do anything. So anyways, I'm bummed and just kind of annoyed that, you know, these guys are just driving around like, yeah, cool, take pictures, whatever. But here we are, you know, top referrers giving, you know, Tesla millions of dollars, and we don't even get to get within 10 feet of the damn thing. So, you know, wag of the finger on that one. So here, about the mileage though. The screen shows that the vehicle's charged at 95 miles and was charging at 169 miles per hour. Worth noting that the stall next to the Model 3 was drawing power as well, so maybe something interesting there. After taking a closer look at the vehicle's charge level, it looks to us that this particular vehicle has a range over 300 miles, 312 miles to be exact. So, bold prediction, I'm going to break this down in a series or some other stuff maybe coming up. I believe we are going to see a significant new advancement in the battery technology that makes this possible. So I'm going to leave that there and let you guys speculate and kind of chew on that for a little bit. But I think we're going to see something here that is going to blow people's minds and will have really significant impact on the Model S and the X and Y, etc., all the other cars coming up down the road. So awesome, stoked, can't wait to get my Model 3, can't wait to reserve, to, you know, configure it and all that. Then, by the way, what is up with these fugly rims? I know these are aerodynamic something or else, but holy crap, I really hope these are not the rims. And I don't even care, honestly. I would just change them out anyways. But man, I've never seen something that Tesla's done where I'm just like, you know, gonna puke. This makes me want to hurl. So, you know, and I'm not a flashy guy. You guys can have your own opinions, whatever. I don't care. But Jesus, who thought that looked good? I don't know. Do you think that looks good? Let me know. Let me know in a comment after this video posts. So there you go. So this is a cool article. I mean, I can't even keep up with the Model 3 stuff. Literally every single day, it's like a flood of new things. By the way, there was something about MKBHD, some guy being pissed about him sharing an article or some photos. So, you know, shame on whoever that is, like trying to make money off of these random photos that they posted. Okay, next, I wanted to share something that's kind of cool. Again, and this is not a paid promotion. I am not getting paid by these guys. They did email me. They wanted to do some stuff, but I'm not going to have time to do it anyways before this raffle. So I wanted to share this with you and just talk about it briefly. So this is Climate Exchange, and they have a raffle going on. I think Zach from Now You Know had a video with them recently, so I would recommend checking that out if you want more detail and kind of a really deep dive about what they do. I'll just say this. You can buy a ticket for $250 and be entered in a raffle to win a Tesla. So the grand prize is a Tesla Model S sedan or Model S XUV, Model X SUV, it's hard to say. Plus, they pay the federal income tax of $40,000 for your prize, so you don't have to. Second and third prizes, we help you buy an early Model 3. I'm curious how they're going to do that. With a reservation, deposit, cash, and federal income tax payment, plus 3 more cash prizes. So, to raise awareness for carbon pricing as a solution to our urgent climate crisis, that's why they're doing this. So go check this out at exchange-raffle.org, or I have it as carbonraffle.org. If you're interested in this, again, they didn't pay me to say that. It's just something that I thought was cool. You guys may want to use it, and there you go. So, help fight climate change and possibly win a Tesla. Okay, and today I have one last little bit, which is kind of just a random awesomeness, I'm calling it. An ex-Tesla engineer created an FDA-compliant cure for hangovers. I don't know. This is news because the guy used to work at Tesla, clearly. But hey, as someone that really, really hates hangovers, especially as I get older, yeah, I'm in on that. It's called Morning Recovery Drink, and I think if I just go morningrecoverydrink.com, you can get on the wait list. Apparently, he found it in South Korea, which is known for partying, and there's some herbs or something in a tea that they would make. And so here, you drink it the night before, you wake up feeling great, and apparently they've had no problem finding people to help test this product. So there you go, in kind of random awesomeness for your day. Somewhat related to Tesla, I don't know. Enjoy it. So now on to the Q&A section. And after I do these questions that are submitted here in advance, if you're not on the email list, go to teslanomics.co, get on it, and then you will be able to submit these in advance. I don't know if I'm going to answer all of them. I haven't looked at any of them because I just simply didn't have time, and frankly, there's just getting to be too many of them too soon. So, Jean Blanchette from Quebec, thanks for submitting your question yet again. Let's see. I have used Model 3 delivery estimator for an engine I was told about January 2018, all-wheel drive March 2018. Do you think that will be precise? I will wait for March. Cool. I don't know if there's a question in there. Yeah, the all-wheel drive won't start till later. So, it'll be at least a few months later if you choose that. Okay. Are we getting close to putting together a piece on the Powerwall and different competitors out there? No, I'm not. I don't have anything right now. I'm still waiting for details on the Powerwall. I still haven't received mine or any of the free ones from the referral program. So if and when, I may do that. But right now, it's just kind of up in the air. So we'll see. Joe asks, your Model 3 delivery estimator gave me a date of 21 months out. Ouch. Tesla gave me mid-2018 or later. Cool. I'm very curious about where you got that from. I've not seen Tesla provide a delivery estimator for the Model 3. So if you can send that to me, yeah, send it over. And then I'm just going to move on because I've got so many of these to get through. Single versus dual chargers. Dual. Check. Okay, I heard from a local Tesla dealership that Tesla will start doing in-house auto body work due to problems with some shops in their current network. Oh, hey, Steve. Yeah, so this is a thing. There's a lot of reports recently talking about, and sorry I'm sweating in here. It's like 90 degrees outside, and the AC is incredibly loud. Yeah, there was some stuff about, and I've actually heard from people that have had this, some actually viewers of the show told me when we met, that they had like a little ding in their bumper and it was $18,000 to fix, and it was insane. And I don't know, why that may be, but I have heard that Tesla may start to pull that in-house to help deal with that. So here we go. Marcel asked, thanks for your awesome work. Hope you really appreciate it. You're welcome. There was a story of a nice guy who just charged superchargers and damaged his battery. Yes. So there was a guy, I think he was actually out here in Southern California. And the basic thing was that he almost exclusively used superchargers, and he hit a point where Tesla disabled it. In fact, it was like automatic, I think. Something in the car said, look, you've used it and charged too fast, too frequently, you're going to kill your battery, so you're not allowed to do it anymore. Or they restricted it. It's still faster than normal. So the question is, can that happen with these other chargers that you have out in Germany? I assume so. Why not? I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that they said it was about superchargers specifically. It was basically saying you were charging too aggressively too often. Mike Russell asks, are there any plans to improve auto steer for older AP1 cars? I do not know, but I hope so. Tyler Hillard asks, do you agree that these two additional reasons Tesla is sticking with a basic Model 3 to start? So the media does not get confused about the price of the vehicle, and to optimize the battery pack production can make 25% more packs, the same number of cells, if sizes are 60 and 75. I actually disagree with this premise. I don't think the base Model 3 will be the first one available. I think you'll only be able to buy the 75, and you'll have to wait if you want the actual $35,000 one. Could be wrong, but that's what I've heard from my little minions. Okay, from BC. Thanks for providing Model 3 delivery estimator. I've tried it and it works great. Everyone should try it. Yes, I agree. However, at the time Tesla releases a configurator, do you think we will more accurately learn, based on our geographical location, time we made our reservation and preferred options or our expected delivery date? Yes. In fact, that's why I released it so soon. In fact, I made it and I planned on releasing it in like 3 weeks, but then I realized, oh shit, that's probably not going to work if Tesla releases theirs, because I assume in there it'll give you some estimates and all that. So I wanted to get it out as soon as possible. I hope that they release it soon, and then we can either update that and fill in the gaps if they don't cover everybody, or or we'll just use theirs. Raul asks, can Tesla mine Bitcoin with Drive PX2 while it's parked? And if so, how much could it make a day? That is a fascinating question, and I would love to know the answer to that. Moving right along. Jeffrey Price asks, after purchasing pre-owned, would you say it's more beneficial to purchase used or new from a monetary standpoint involving the federal tax credit and available vehicle options? Big difference, autopilot. But some used ones with autopilot are showing up, and parking sensors and a couple little features here and there. So I would say if you're okay without autopilot, used is going to be a much better deal. You're going to save a ton of money. I mean, right now, let's just go take a look, shall we? A little detour. I believe this is the site. Used Model S. Check it out. And of course, this varies by location. All batteries. $39,500. I mean, I'm going to buy this damn thing, just to have a second one. So yeah, used is a great option, especially when you can get them for this cheap. But up to you. Really, autopilot is the big difference in my mind. But if you go here and you search for that, autopilot, yeah, you can see right there. Look at that. But see, the price is significantly higher. So I don't know. I think, look at that, 88 cars that have autopilot. Let's see. When's the first one? Yeah, that's the first one there. So, yeah, I mean, really, that to me, that's the big differentiator. I think it's a better option financially because I don't like spending a ton of money on cars, and I don't like having loans and stuff. So that's my recommendation, or what I would do, or what I did do. I read somewhere that the first Model 3s will have 75 kilowatt-hour batteries. Check, correct. I agree with you. Do you think this is to beat Bolt's 238-mile range? I think the 60 kilowatt-hour will actually beat them anyways. And yeah, I guess I answered the next part of your question there. I think that the range on the Model 360 will be, I don't know, 250 or plus, because I believe that we're going to see an insane advancement in the battery technology itself. Okay, so I know I've been running really fast through that, partially because I'm sweating to death, and partially because I wanted to get to your questions here on the live chat. So I'll wait just a second. I'll take a quick drink of water. If you guys have a question, please submit it now in the live chat. I'm not going to scroll back through the previous ones. And if you want yours, to make sure I answer your question, use the little super chat feature with the $ down below, and drop a buck or two, whatever. Okay. By the way, what do you guys think about the water bottle? I just put stickers on it, but I could probably get them made this way. Or how about this? When you order a shirt, you'll get a free sticker, and then you could do it yourself. But I think this is the perfect water bottle. Again, not being paid to say that. This is a Hydro Flask, and it's this 20-ounce size with the coffee lid. And so it's a big wide mouth, but it's not super annoying and weird to drink out of. And it does hot and cold. So there's my ad for Hydro Flask, which I was unsolicited and not paid to say at all, but I truly do love, and I just wanted to share that with you guys while I wait for your questions to come in. Okay, here we go. No one knows, but let's see. Pacadrum, is the 3 going to have a 60 and 70 kilowatt or 75 kilowatt? It will have a 60 and a 74 kilowatt, most likely labeled a 75. And to the comment that says no one knows, not true. People do know. Okay. Let's see. What other questions do you have? The 2170 is better battery and discharge is much better. Aha. But it's totally going to look like a dog compared to what Tesla announces with the new Model 3. Just stay tuned on that. Any news about the Tesla network? I'm still like short on this. I don't think it's really going to work and people aren't going to use it, but that's my my take on it. That's the idea about you can send your car out to go do stuff and make you money, like an Uber or like a Lyft that I take now. I'm done with Uber. So there's that. Do you think Gary Walker, I'm not sure. I think you're asking, will there be test drive models by the holidays? I assume you mean Christmas. Yes, I believe there will be. Tesla announced something not too long ago that they were shipping test drive models out. So I do anticipate that. When do I anticipate the Model 3 event? Okay, now the questions are coming in. July 31st or earlier. Earlier, I think probably the last week in July. They said it would be in July. I know I should be getting an invite. I got enough referrals too, so hopefully I'll be able to share that experience with you. I don't know what the rules will be. I assume it's a public event. It'll be on TV and stuff, so or probably here on YouTube. So yeah, I'll do some stuff on there. I expect it to be late July, which is good because I'll be traveling the first 2 weeks in July, which actually means I may not do a live stream the week after July 4th. So there you go. Have you ever heard of the Dutch company Fastened, which is an independent fast charging network? No, I have not. Okay, I'm from Atlanta. Whoa, they're flying by. Hold on. In what way do you think the battery technology in Model 3 will blow our minds? Charging speed. Ooh, I'm going to do a video on this. I don't want to give away too much right now. Let's just say on a 75 kilowatt hour battery pack, you can go over 300 miles. How is that even possible? Right? The car's lighter, sure, it's more aerodynamic, but there has to be something much more, much more advanced in a new breakthrough. So, anyways, I'll save that for a future video. Date guess for the Model 3 event? Yeah, sometime in the last week of July, probably. Do you have a better DP? I don't know what you mean. When will the first Model 3s ship in the UK? That's a good question. Why don't you go check out the estimator? I forget where. It'll be a few months out. It'll probably be early next year at the best. When will the Tesla Model Y come out? When will it come out? I don't know. I say maybe next July. Maybe this year we'll have an unveiling, and next year they'll have a delivery. See, here's the thing, and I have a video coming out about this later this week. Excuse me. You need to have another factory. The Fremont factory alone isn't going to cut it. Sorry. So before the Model Y comes out, I mean, they could integrate it into the line for the Model 3 or something, but that's just not going to happen. It just really doesn't make sense because there's only 2 lines at Fremont, and the Model S and the X are on one, and the Model 3 will be on the other one. So you have, now I know they're talking about doing another factory in China, but fine. You do another factory in China, that fills the Chinese market, Southeast Asia, Japan, places like that. Maybe Europe if it's, I don't know, shipping, if it's easier or whatever. But what about the U.S. market? The U.S. is still by far your largest market, so you need a way to make additional cars here. So I think you're going to have to get another factory in the U.S. So later this week, on Thursday, I have a video coming out where I actually dug into some data about that, and that's when we'll see it. So. Would initial Model 3 be a glass roof? I believe so. I believe that'll be an option that you can choose. I know Elon stated something a little bit different, but he was pretty vague on it. So there you go. Is it confirmed there will be a true 60 kilowatt hour battery and not just a software locked 75 kilowatt? You know, that's actually a good point. I may be wrong about it being only the 75s first. It may be they're all 75s. And they're just software limiting. I would not be shocked at all. It would simplify manufacturing and also, you know, offer a future purchase down the road. So there you go. Why did Elon say they're not switching the S Next to a new cell format? are all the new cells going towards the Model 3 and storage products was a hint that they'll be using new chemistry and keep the same 18650 format. Man. Again, I don't want to give away too much, but I think he was trying to pull the wool over our eyes a little bit. I think he was trying to hide some of the other factors. Let me see. What else? Model T is in 2019. Okay. Next July? No. Okay, sure. You know more than me, apparently. Send me the evidence you have, if you have any. Model 3 is a glass roof standard or a metal roof. I don't think we've seen a Model 3 with a metal roof. So I'm going to go with a glass roof for now. We'll find out. I mean, this is all just kind of speculation at this point. I thought the Y was going to be on a different base, like base note. I believe Elon said something about that he would have, he would have, it wouldn't be built on the Model 3 line or chassis or anything. So that's probably true, which again means that you're likely going to want a different production line, especially if you anticipate it, as he said, to be greater than the Model 3. You're going to have another factory, and it's going to take at least 2 years to get that up and running, even if you just buy another factory there to get your equipment in and all those kind of things. So, yeah, who knows? I mean, it may be 5 years until we see this. And by the way, where are you going to build a Semi? They have the Semi unveiling in this September. So where are you going to build that? Fremont will not be able to do it. I'll tell you that right now. So yeah, there's probably, my guess is that there's actually new factories they've already signed contracts on. They're already like doing things on, and we just don't know about it yet. If they were breaking ground on one, like building one, we probably would have permits, and somebody in the press would have found that by now. But I'm guessing that they're going to buy an old dead factory or something like that, and we haven't heard about it yet. So I didn't see the latest Consumer Reports article on solar roof pricing. I did a video on that a while ago, and it's, I think, my second most popular video. And it's funny because people got super pissed about what I said the cost of a roof would be. However, I just got the numbers direct from Consumer Reports. So, shoot the messenger, I suppose. Why not? What makes you say the Model 3 bigger back is 74 kilowatt hours? And let's just say a little elf told me. And that's all. I'll leave that there. Do you think they'll reveal the Model Y at the Semi event? I doubt it. They promised something special. That would be, the Semi is interesting to me. I'm curious. Maybe I get to drive one, ride in one. That'd be awesome. I have this grand vision. Tell me if I'm nuts. Hold on until I'm done before you answer that. We go in, we buy a Tesla Semi, right? We put a container on the back of the trailer, turn it into an awesome tiny house with like rooms that come out and awnings and a deck and all this, like, awesome. Then we just load the whole thing up with solar, like just ridiculous amounts of solar, and we just drive forever. And anywhere you want to go, you just say, hey, I'm inside the house. I just hit a button, boop, boop. Let's go to Austin. Let's go. And then, gives you a warning. You hop in, and it just takes you there. I think that's a future that could exist. Now, that would probably make the purchase of a semi-truck worth it, too. Anyways, tell me if you think that's nuts or not. Cool. Hi, Ben. Will the Tesla launch in when will the Tesla launch in South Africa? I don't know, man. That would be... they probably should. God, I don't know. Really, like, when I think about these things, the hard part is logistics. It's not about whether or not they want to, but usually there's all kinds of laws and stuff to figure out, as well as like shipping and just logistics of getting the cars there. Think about India. I know that they're in talks with India right now, which, again, like I'm pretty confident they're going to build a factory in Shanghai. There's been talks about this, or I'm not sorry if it's Shanghai, but in China in general. And I'm pretty sure that's going to happen to fulfill the Chinese demand, probably Japan, maybe down in Australia, and also over in India. So who knows? But yeah, I think we're going to see some factories popping up in the next year or so in that part of the world. But again, the Fremont factory can't, if they really want to hit their goals, they can't even support the U.S. demand. So they're going to have to do something else here in addition to all those kind of efforts there. So. Do you think Elon's "smooth as silk by June" tweet was just marketing for end of quarter sales? This was in regard to the autopilot updates. I don't know. I thought there was a video or a couple videos about this recently where people were using it and they said it's awesome. So I don't have autopilot, so I don't know. But I will say from my little experience on the in the Tesla loop where the guy had autopilot, it definitely is like you're just hanging out and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, it really has a hard time being smooth. So yeah, hopefully that gets better. So David Tucker, is it possible the Model Y factory assembly line could be included in the Sparks Nevada mega factory? That's an interesting question. And I actually reached out to the Tesla press team about this prior to the video that I'm coming out with on Thursday about, where they may want to put a factory and stuff. And the deal is that they even say like, oh yeah, the Gigafactory will produce 500,000 cars per year. But that's not true. It's only going to make batteries. And I think even part of it is leased to Panasonic for some other stuff, maybe making those battery advancements that I'm mentioning. So, anyways, maybe if they want to buy land next to it. Someone told me that they also bought 25 acres near the Fremont factory to maybe expand. But still, man, it's still not enough. I'm telling you. If you want to sell millions of cars per year, you need a lot more than what they've got going on now. And these things take years to build. Now, capital is not going to be the problem for them because once they have the orders I think here's the deal. Once the Model 3 is rolling smoothly and they've got 5,000 cars coming out every week, and we're talking late October is my prediction, then I think we're going to see we're going to hear a lot about additional factories and all those kind of things. I think investors might be like, hey, let's wait and see what you do. And then we're going to drop a couple more $1 billion and help you out. So, those are some kind of my thoughts on where things are going. Gary asks, why don't you give your wife the 3 and you keep the S? Great question. We're going to do the opposite. The S is a much better family car, so she's going to get the S, and then I'll have the 3. Also, I drive to Santa Barbara every now and then for work, so that it'd be nice to not have to stop and charge, which I currently do, and it totally sucks. Hey, Ben, what do you think about the rumored car fob for the Model 3? I don't know. I hope it's waterproof because going surfing and having to get this damn dry wallet thing sucks. So there's that, which I just encountered the other day when I went surfing with my Model S key. Is there any remote start option on any Tesla? Yes, absolutely. I can do it right here on my app right now. I also can turn the one on in my house, which is pretty sweet. Let's see. I've got time for like 2 more questions, and then I'm going to call it. I want to give you guys back to lunch. Have you heard anything about where they would start selling Model 3 in Europe, UK, Norway, Germany? Well, I assume they're going to be selling all over Europe. Really, from what I understand, the big challenge with Europe stuff is all the laws and regulations about importing things. I wouldn't be surprised if they open a factory there at some point in time. I really have absolutely no idea where that would happen. But yeah, I mean, they should be, launching into the European market relatively soon. How can I attend any San Diego get-togethers? Come to San Diego? I don't know that. It's an interesting question. So, okay, let's see if I can find one more good one. Yeah, exactly. Fremont can't even support the Model 3 target of 500K by the end of 2018. I think it was 400K or maybe 400K for just 2018. But no, I agree. And after touring the factory, in no way is it big enough to support this company. So they've got to do something. Let's see. Does anyone have any ideas where the roller bars are on the new steering wheel? I don't think they're going to have them. Some people were speculating that the bottom part would be a touchpad. I'm not sure if I'd like that. So, hey, Ben. So would you think if pre-reveal reservation guys from the East Coast would get it before owners from the same region? No, I don't. I think if you're an owner and you're going to get it before any of the other public, with the exception of like location, right? So, and then in the tool, which is again based on Troy's awesome spreadsheet he built. He factored a lot of these things in, right? Because it's really hard to think about it. Like, all right, you've got employees, and then do you define, where they live and those kind of things, and then do you do owners? Well, owners live all over the world. So is somebody in the UK going to get their Model 3 before, who is an owner, before somebody in who's not an owner in California? Probably not. So, and what they actually end up doing will be something different, of course. But I thought it'd be fun, to at least make that something that's more accessible to folks and something that gives you a really nice output. So I'm going to call it there, guys. I really sincerely appreciate all of your time. I love chatting with you every week like this. And if you have any other questions or anything, feel free to hit me up at Teslanomics.co. Make sure to get on the email list and click the little bell down below next to the channel name. So that way when I do have new videos come out, you're part of the notification squad and you don't have to rely on YouTube's questionable algorithm to support you. And also let me know about the shirt. If you like the design, if you like the design and all that, see, look what they did. There's like these little extra dots here. I mean, it's just, I don't know. The printer was crappy, so sorry for that. But if you like the design and the logo and all that, this is like kind of the first one I'm going with. So anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble. Appreciate you yet again. And I will see you all here next week. Cheers.